Right, coming back and coming back here. So let's see. Had a little malfunction here, guys. Bear with me. I don't know if you're still there or not, but I want to give out these trades that we saw. So we're just going to capture up. So right off the bat, what I'm noticing here, again, this is Angel Part 2 of the Morning Brew. Um, right off the bat, what I'm noticing is that the volatility is where I left off. 1851. If we start creeping above higher, then we're probably going to go lower. So if you go to 1851, we're probably going to go lower. So, you know, right off the bat, you want to be looking. You're probably going to be looking at that 1855. Checked out. If we start breaking below 1749, that means that we're probably going to go a little higher from the S&P 500. Now, the Treasury notes, I am noticing they are creeping up a little higher, So again, if we start pulling back, this starts going higher. Maybe this is why the markets need to pull back. Now, I want to share this with you, and I'm going to go a little fast, so I need to bear with me. Now, this is the S&P 500, right? And we kind of did an assessment on the video before on what the S&P 500 is doing on the dailies, right? So on this time frame, what are we looking at? Okay, so on the hourlies, right here, we know that this momentum started way back when. We know we saw it. We saw it. It started, and it's going up. It's going up. Now, as you can tell, it's going up, and we are coming to the end here. So in theory, we're going to see how severe this pullback is going to be. So if it pulls back, 47.42, 47.43 is a good goal, right? If it pulls back, and then right there. Now, if it fails 47.43, you're going to see the MACDs break through, and then the pullback might come down to the 50-day moving average right there at that 40. Again, and this is going to change, guys. So this will change as this goes up. So again, just keep track that at this moment is 46.84. Okay, now on the shorter time frames, we're looking at the 15-minute time frame. It's looking like it's gonna, if it breaks, it wants to break. If we zoom in here, if this starts breaking zero, it is going to break 50 and it's going to go lower, and this is going to set in motion. Okay, so watch that. On the flip side, if we bounce here and we take out that 48.07, then we're going to go higher. Pretty simple today. That's what it is, and it's right there. On the 5-minute chart, we're not going to look at that, but we're looking at these two plays right now. Okay, so that everything is setting up nicely. So now let's dive in here. We're going to look at what are the opportunities. So everything is at the 50-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame. So real quick, again, I gave you the play on the S&P 500. You can make some moves. You can make some money on that play. If actually, I would like it to go down because we see, we see the potential of it going down, right? And again, low volume, going to a holiday weekend. Are people going to be locking in profits for a new year? That could be a possibility. So again, watch the S&P 500 if it goes down. We have the upside as well, but I'm noticing a lot of weakness in the overall markets, especially with light volume. Okay, so the NASDAQ weaker, and we're below zero. So if we start creeping up, start breaking above the 50, then that means that tech could rally. Okay, so watch that. So overall, we're look at the major indices for a direction of what the stocks are going to do. So Russell breaking lower, right? So Russell's breaking lower. As of right now, I think that the overall market's where we are. I think that we are futures at 47.7. So we're going to work lower. So, so we're working lower. So that means that this is going to be in play. So we're working lower. This is probably going to break down, and that might be the play there. Okay. So, so as far as puts, okay. So I got in some puts yesterday if you guys saw me on TradingView, we talked about this going back down to the 50, and, so I got in there. I might load up a little bit more. Google, much stronger. So watch Google, see how it reacts to that 50. We got some pre-action market going back. It's going back to the 50-day moving average right here. Let's see how it reacts there. But if this goes lower, Google's not going to go up, okay? But we want to see where the money's going into we're going to see where the money goes back into this thing. Okay, so watch Google. As far as the numbers on Google, pretty far up, 29.68, pretty hard. Now just watch it. If the markets turn, then Google's probably going to be the one to run. But we're midstream here. We're going to watch it at the 50-day. If Google starts turning, showing weakness, then it probably can go back down to that 29.22. Amazon just chilling, holding steady. And this is why I want to talk about wage inflation on Amazon. So here's another theory, right? So we know that Apple is scouting or scalping employees from Amazon, engineers, paying them a lot more dollars, right? We know that, the Bezos are selling Amazon, so how is Amazon going to compete? So, I don't know. I don't know how Amazon's going to compete with these, with everybody scalping their employees, the engineers, the cost of goods are going higher. So maybe that's why we're not seeing Amazon going higher. Now, there is one caveat that could make Amazon go higher, and we always hear it around earnings. Here's the caveat. Is it finally a reason for Amazon to split its stock, right? And if that is true, if we hear whispers of them splitting their stock, then Amazon could go up. So watch Amazon for that news or that rumor, and it's been pretty flat the last couple of days. So again, we're gonna watch at 34.42, 34.60. That rumor is getting news. That is getting legs. Okay, so we got that. Or does it stay? Now 33.82 starts going lower. Now, as far as this play, where if it starts breaking down, it's probably going to go to that 33.81. Now, I'm showing you this for a reason. Amazon is trading sideways for the last 4 days. So can you make money if you want to trade Amazon? So we know that it's going down to this 33.81, 33.69, and it's going up to that 34.43. Are you getting it? All right. You can trade in between that if you're looking for something, right? There's money there. Look for 10, 20 points or something there. But right now you're in the middle. Tesla. Okay, so here's the thing on Tesla. We know he's done selling. So are they going to take this one up? Possibly, right? So we're going to be looking at this, and we're going to see 11.19 is a break if they start taking it up. Right, it's been going somewhat sideways. So if they're going to buy this one, it's going to break above 11.19. 11.19 is going to be the it's going to be the spot again, going sideways the last 2 days. If they start taking it down below 10.70 out, but he's done selling. We know he's done selling. So again, 11.19, this could run. So I'm going to have my alerts up there. Like I said, the last couple of days, I'm looking to add into my Tesla positions. 11.19 is going to tell me that they're going to take it up. ISRG is working its way lower again, and like I told you yesterday, this had a nice run up. It's going sideways too. So overall, it's doing the same thing the overall market's going to do. CMG. Like CMG. Again, I like CMG for earnings play down the road. We bought this at 1750. It went up to 1776. So you got a 20 some point, profit in there. Is back down to 1750. Let's see what happens here. We got to see if we can recoup that 50-day moving average. But again, it's at the mercy of the overall markets. If the markets pull back, everything's going to pull back with it. Now, the only exception is probably Tesla, because it always does opposite of whatever the market does, and we know he's done selling. So watch that one. All right. Overall, I'm gonna go a little fast. 9:05. Yes, skaters. Yeah, just got back in. Is this alive? Yes, skater. This is it. Has some technical difficulty, and we're back. We are back. So want to make sure that the show must go on, and see if we can find some moves here. So the XBX is one. Land research again. Nice move up. We rode this one up. It's pulling back. So again, watch what the overall market is going to do for a direction. I think we're going to pull back. Goldman Sachs right at that 50. So if it goes to the 50 and down, that may be a trade down, right? If the market pulls back, you're at the 50, you're at the zero bounce, and it can work lower. 386 to get it going, and maybe 383, 380. So you got a couple of points there. Land research can go lower. All right. Roku heading stronger, right? But Roku always fails. So again, watch Roku at that 233. I don't like the action on Roku. It's not very clear. Not very clear on me. Now, Netflix, I did like the action pre-market here. If I can zoom in, I did like this. I've seen buyers come into Netflix, but just right before it just sold off a little bit. So not liking it right now. Nvidia, this could move. They sold this one off, right? Watch this one. If the market turns, watch 305. 305, if this starts breaking higher, break zero, and 305, this could be the sleeper one that they take up, right? So watch it, or it can go down. If we see it like breaking down and they're selling, they could sell it off, and when it sells off, it's probably going to go to 296, even 284. Mercado Libre, again, the markets are turning, right? So we're top heavy. Let's see if this one holds. Again, so the main thing we're going to watch is what's going to hold and what's selling off, right? So Mercado Libre had a nice run up. Are they going to take this one back down? MACDs are weak, so let's see. Apple. So Apple, again, like I told you, with the increase now in potential operating costs, right? Because 80,000 employees, 60,000 employees, you're paying them, let's say, $100,000 more. Who's going to pay for that? So watch Apple, and let's see how the market reacts to the information I just gave you. 180 to get it better, and if it starts going down, the overall market's going to go down with it. Trade Desk couldn't break that 100, right? So we gave you 100, couldn't break it, and is working its way lower. What else do we got? Let me get rid of that. All right. Let me see if I can do this in 10 minutes. Shopify, working its way lower. It needs 1390 to get better, and we're right there. Affirm and Upstart. Okay, so these things moved, and they gave it back. And remember, this is the layaway plan, especially Affirm. Those numbers are going to come out. The numbers I'm hearing about the default rate are not very good. So if this thing breaks 100, this thing is not going to see, it's going to go drop. It's going to drop pretty fast, pretty hard. So watch Affirm. Okay, I'm not a big fan of it. As far as me, when you look at the numbers, the default rates is going to increase. Yes, I know the opposite side. There will be a credit crunch, and people are going to jump into Affirm. But if they're not paying, do you want to be an investor of a company and not getting any returns on that? I don't know about that. So watch that one for a short. All right. Upstart working its way lower again. So let it break the 50. If it goes down, let it drop. Okay. So overall, the markets are showing me weakness. Zoom, again, watch 184. This could rally. Just watch it because there's some strength in here. Watch 184. Anything can happen in the next 15 minutes. Bookings, showing weakness, so I like Bookings, but Bookings ran up a lot. We caught this wave. If it let it drop, so we can position for another entry to the upside. ServiceNow working his way, just chilling. Watch that to 659. Now Coinbase is going up, so I'm gonna get into Bitcoin because I see some interesting things on Bitcoin. Watch 261. If this is a bottom, starts breaking through 261, Bitcoin goes up. It's probably gonna go to 271. So that is something for today. Now the chips. Look at the chips. The chips are rallying. INTU showing me some strength right now. Potential play. If it starts breaking through, you probably have 660 on top. Okay, if we get a fresh set of MACDs, if this starts turning, give me a new fresh set of momentum. And 660, if it breaks 660, it could run. So watch that one. Qualcomm working his way lower. ASML working his way lower. Okay, let's see if that can recoup that 793. AMD, show me a little bit of strength. Let's see if it can recoup that 50-day moving average at 153. AMAT, let's see if that can reverse here. 161 to get it better. Broadcom, Avalo, right here. Again, we're also noticing that Apple is scalping employees from Avalo, right? 678 to get it better, to get it going, or is it going to have an inside day? Rivian, working his way lower, okay? Roblox, now Rivian, something with Rivian, they lowered their deliveries or something. They extended their delays for another year or something. Roblox, $99. If this starts taking that out, then can probably get to 106 again. All right, now here's BTC. So I kind of drew this thing on BTC, and I want to show you. So overall, BTC, we see that there's a buyer coming in at 41,549, and there's a lot of buying. So this zone that I drew right here is basically a demand zone. Okay, so there's a lot of demand in this area. So just know that. Now, the MACDs are showing momentum is shifting. Now, if this holds, if this zone holds, and it looks like it's holding, then what we're going to see another swing up. If this bounces off the white line, bounces up and starts going to the zero line, it's probably going to go up to that area of 52,235 for, now that's the area of supply. So we know they're selling it off right there. Now, coincidentally, we got the 50-day and the anchored VWAP heading lower. So it's a big, big area. So key things. If we start breaking above that, then it's very positive for Bitcoin. And then we notice that people are going to be buying in a supply zone. Okay. Now, if it sells off, we're going to be watching it. It could stay in this area. Now, if we start breaking down this area, now key level here, break down 41,609, then we go lower. Okay. We go lower and you're going to see the MACDs break through. This is going to cross and that's going to break lower. Some momentum is shifting, going lower. Now, so there's a couple of scenarios. If it goes higher, then right here we're going to see MicroStrategy working his way higher. If this breaks through, and this could be a play here. Ethereum, again, this is the demand zone right in there, and the demand zone at 35.54 and 37.86. Now, this is demand. Supply is going to be at 41.56, right at that 50-day. So again, if it starts breaking through, then I think Ethereum is very positive for it. We start breaking down, then we're going to work our way lower. Okay, so that's pretty easy on these. These are very, very simple plays here. Okay, that's all I got, guys. I know it's so it's 9:13. I want to give you some time to set up the trades. Thank you guys for tuning in and coming back. I had a little hiccup today, but not a big deal. The live will be recorded and ready to rock and roll. And I'll be doing the follow-up on this on TradingView at noon. Thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get ready. Let's rock it. Let's make our accounts go green and go out there, go get it, and I'll see you at lunch. All right. Take care, guys. Can you hit Xbx Key Levels? Absolutely. Absolutely. So Xbx Key Levels right here. We're going to be looking at, so for skaters right here, what are we looking at? We're looking at, so I'm going to show you from different perspectives here. For XBX, we're seeing this rally can come down. Now, I said 86% of all breakouts is going to come back to the level that it broke out, which is 47.43. So keep that in mind. Write that in there. Now, 47.43 by this week if we pull back. So key levels. If you see the XPX break above 48.08, it's going higher. If you see it, and again, we're working our way lower. So more likely it's going to open around 77. What do we got here? We got this 47.42 right there. Now, here it's going to break down. So what are we looking at? We're probably looking at, I would say 47.42. It's just going to break down here, which is roughly around 47.50. Okay, so more likely that's what I'm noticing here. If we start breaking 47.42, then we're probably going to hit this 50-day, right? And notice the 50-day is going to go up as this comes down. So right now, the 50-day sitting at 46.84, could be 4,700 at some moment. All right, so watch that. Okay. All right, but that's the key levels on XPX. We got that. And again, let's go out there, go get it. XPX is going to open up lower right now. No, it came back up, 47.82. So that puts us at, right there. So let's see what happens here. Could start breaking down. All right, there. Go out there, go get it. We'll talk soon, guys. All right.